perfect drink.
The perfect drink.
The perfect drink.
The perfect drink.
The Perfect Drink is a podcast that combines amazing cocktails with the kind of infinite wisdom that can only come from a lifetime of poor decisions. So take a journey with everybody's favorite bartender. We can make some drinks, have some laughs, and who knows, you might even learn a thing or two. See you soon.
Well, hey everybody, this is old HRK here, everybody's favorite bartender, and it is time for another episode of The Perfect Drink. This week's episode is the St. Patrick's Day special, my favorite day of the year. Today is not St. Patrick's Day, but this will probably come out around St. Patrick's Day. Whatever the fuck ever, you get it. St. Patrick's Day, fuck it. So again, as I mentioned last time, I'm going to intro the show with a teaser. So on this week's show, it's the St. Patrick's Day special. We're gonna pay tribute to all ethnicities that I could think of, anyways. And then we're gonna make a fucking spin on an American classic, an Irish spin on an American classic, and then at the end we're gonna talk about the bare minimum in relationships, which is my fucking specialty. Let me tell you, I just lost my spot, so that's fucking awesome. This day is off to a real fucking. Me and Will, I keep calling him my cameraman. He fucking edits the whole show. I don't know what a producer does, but he's probably the producer if I had to call him something. Whatever, he's doing fucking great. I know that. This show's exponentially better. I'm carrying on. Sometimes when I get on a man crush vibe, I start to just go and go. But hey, last week, first of all, yeah, so today we get here. I've forgotten something every single week, and this week I forgot the power cord to my charger, so we had to drive all over the fucking earth to find a DS card to record on so we didn't have to use my laptop. None of this is interesting except the fucking nerd at Walgreens, and I swear to God, it's always Walgreens, and it's always a nerd. They must only hire nerds. I give him $2.20 to pay for this fucking thing, and he does the move where he holds it up just in case I'm fucking running a fucking counterfeiting ring to buy I call them DS cards. I think they're called SD cards. I'm not very technical. But anyways, this fucking geek, I'm in a huge hurry. He's holding each fucking dollar up in the air. I'm like, buddy, give me a fucking break, man. But, I don't know. Nerds, they got a lot of good qualities, like the Irish. So with that, last week I did the Vision Quest board and I skipped one. I was a little nervous. I was really laying it on the line with you guys, my hopes and dreams. So I skipped over one and it was hands like this and a liver. So that aspect of the Vision Quest board, a couple people asked me after the fact. That was, taking care of my liver a little better. And with that, we're about to rip some fucking shots. But, nobody's perfect. I'm a flawed human. The other night at the fucking bar, a guy came in, had some drink with his buddies, and I turned around, whatever, gave him the tab, and then I turned around and they were gone, but there's some money there, so I grabbed it. Well, they paid the tab, but they left like a stack of singles. So I'm going through the fucking singles, and there's 100 on the bottom. Now, these guys weren't exactly wearing three-piece suits. I'm pretty certain he didn't mean to leave me that 100. So the one guy had just walked out a minute ago. So I ran out and his car was already gone. I came back in and there was a guy coming from the bathroom. It was one of the guys. And I just said, hey, which one of these, there was 2 stacks of money there. So I said, which one of these is yours? And he said, this one. He pointed to the one with the 100 in it. And I was like, God damn it. So I said, hey, I flipped it over. I was like, look what you did, bud. And he's like, oh, I appreciate it. He carried on for a minute, left me 10 more bucks. I feel like 20% is a good finder's fee on something like that. I feel like it could have left me a 20, but whatever. But the point is, I'm hoping that gets me some fucking good juju, I could really use some at this point in this juncture. I fucking got old Red broke down. Fucking he started listing my problems. We'd never get out of here. But I could use some good juju. So Lord, if you're up there, God's probably like, you dumb fuck. I tried to leave you $100. You gave it back to the crackhead. So whatever. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get some good juju. I got a fucking fortune yesterday that said something like, something very big is about to fall into place or something like that. So, I don't know. Maybe somebody will see this and pay me to do it. Because right now, I'm in the negative. Okay, let's fucking get going. Enough of my problems. Jesus Christ, I apologize. It's my favorite day of the year, and I'm sitting here bitching, sulking. So let's fucking get past that. St. Patrick's liver update. And yeah, we're good. Let's rip shots. All my friends are ripping shots. We'll fade it out today. Fucking A. I poured 2 today. I figured Will might like one. Will, you want to do a shot with me? Fucking A. Will likes JMO. I know that because he's my friend. Cheers, buddy. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You can tell being Irish is not that great because people only want to do it one day a year. All right. So I'm on a fucking Facebook, man, as usual. And that's usually where I don't have enough followers anywhere else to do anything cool. So I couldn't post a poll question. I was going to do a poll question about bare minimum, but I'm going to talk about it. But anyways, so for Rippin' Shots, we're just going to run through the nationalities of the world. And I'm going to, pay tribute to them. I'm going to talk about their strengths, their weaknesses, and the hero of that, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean. So let's start with Italians. Best part about Italians is that the girls are super lippy. That's a double entendre. It's probably the worst part about the girls, but it's also the best part about the girls. That's a sex joke. It's a little deep. You got to think about it. I'm sure Italian girls are like, you bastard, but everybody gets it. Worst part about Italians is how Italian they get, with 3 words. You know what I mean? I swear to God, fucking Italians. It's like, hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. And then all of a sudden, they're making masticholi, and they're like, mozzarella. You know what I mean? They're always, they're doing this thing with their hands. Fucking. But then, the rest of the time, they're just a normal guy. It's so fucking obnoxious. I don't say top of the morning to you when I fucking see people. You know what I mean? Fucking Italians. That one took too long. We got to speed it up. Africans, obviously, Africa is a continent and not a country. But, I don't know. I feel like if I said Kenyans, I would leave out the Ethiopians. So I just wanted to do as a whole. And I'm just going to stereotype because that's what I fucking do on this show. So anyways, Africans, their best quality, obviously, is their huge cranks. Packing. Worst quality, terrible aim. Terrible fucking aim. I think it's because they hold the gun sideways. Chinese. Contrary to Africans, Chinese worst quality is their little cranks. They got little tiny baby dicks, the Chinese. I always say I'm hung like a Chinese porn star, which is a normal white guy. So that's the Chinese. And then the best quality of the Chinese is that they're all black belts in Kung Fu. I didn't do the tribute to the greatest. Sorry. The greatest Italian of all time, Rocky Balboa. The greatest boxer ever. And then the African, George Washington Carver, the CEO of Jif and the founder of Peanut Butter. Chinese, so we're on Chinese now, and we did the black belts in Kung Fu. And then the tribute is Bruce Lee is the greatest Chinaman that ever lived. Second toughest guy to ever be alive behind Chuck Norris, so I think that's pretty fucking cool. The Jamaicans, best part about the Jamaicans is their love of all-inclusive resorts. Who the fuck doesn't love to just drink all day for a flat rate? Worst part about Jamaicans is reggae. Now listen, don't take this the wrong way. I like reggae a little bit, but all the songs, it's like jazz. All the songs sound the same. You know what I mean? You can't tell where one song ends and another song begins unless there's a break in the music. The tribute to the Jamaican heritage is the Jamaican bobsled team. The 4 greatest Jamaicans to ever live, who taught us that, where there's a will, there's a way. Except that they didn't win a medal. Their sled fell apart and they almost died. But that's not. They tried their best. After that, we get into the Germans. always a little sketchy to talk about the Germans. Best quality, they're very efficient. They are an efficient people. Worst quality of the Germans is that whole Nazi thing. We're going to call it the whole Nazi thing, and then we're going to move past it. Tribute to the greatest German ever. I'm not going to say greatest, but I'll say most accomplished is Adolf Hitler. I mean, he almost conquered the entire world. You scumbag, terrible guy. I'm not here to tell you about how awesome he was, but he did almost conquer the whole world. And I think it's if there's a lesson there, it's that with the power of the mustache, anything can be achieved. What do we got next? Australians. The best quality about the Australians is that they just don't give a fuck. They're just laid back dudes. They're super cool. They hang 10, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Hey, mate. But they just seem like they're just like cool dudes to hang out with. I feel like, what's funny? I had an Australian dude message me once. I don't know, a while back, and tell me that him and all his buddies listen to the podcast. He found it through TikTok, and now like when I go on my analytics page, when I go to like Australia on like the southeastern corner, there's like a yellow like cloud of like people, of like followers. So fucking hey, here's to you, Australians, mate. Problem is now I got to tell you the worst quality about Australians, which is that they come from a long line of fucking criminals. Just a bunch of descendants of rapists and murderers. And that's probably why they don't let you have guns in that country. So I feel for you. But I don't know. I feel like every generation tries to do a little better than the generation before. So, you know, that was a long time ago when that was just a giant island of a prison island. So, you know, you're probably not so bad anymore. The Swedes. What can we say about the Swedes? Well, the best quality about the Swedes is that they gave us that dope knife with the fork on it and shit like that, you know? Like if you're ever lost in the woods and you need a fork to eat your fucking dinner that is probably a bug, then you know, you got a Swiss Army knife. That's fucking dope. Worst quality of the Swedes is that they're all fucking cowards. It's the oldest joke in the world. I'm pulling the old Switzerland on this one. I think it's Swiss. They're neutral on everything, right? They don't. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, let's make sure it wasn't the fucking, you know, whatever. A tribute, obviously, the Swedish bikini team. You know, that fucking 12 hottest girls that ever lived, and they're all in one country. Great job, Sweden. Between the knife and the bikini team, you guys are pulling your weight and then some. Next, we've got the Mexicans, our brothers to the south. Their best quality is that they're good at everything. They're good at everything. There's nothing that, like, I don't know. If you need a handyman, if you need anything done, just fucking get a Mexican dude over. If you know what I mean. He can tape. He can drywall. He can fucking landscape. He can fucking tile your bathroom. He can fucking build you a website. He can make you dinner. These dudes can fucking do it all. It's super impressive. Worst quality is that they never get hot. They never get hot. 85 degrees outside. They're wearing fucking snowsuits. And that's not that big of a deal, except sometimes what I like to do when I'm trying to figure out how I should dress for the day is look out the window and see how everyone else is dressed. And if it's fucking landscape day and they're doing your fucking bushes, they're all wearing flannels and jeans. And it could be 87 fucking degrees. So, you know, that's their worst quality. And as qualities go, if that's your worst quality, that's not so bad. So here's to you. Here's to you, Mexicans. Great job. Native Americans. Oh, these fucking guys. Their worst quality. Wait, no, their best quality, they gave us. Oh, wait, no, I got to do tribute to Mexicans. Tribute to Mexicans is Bill Guerin, who is the first Mexican hockey player of all time, breaking down all the walls, all the stereotypes. He ain't fucking cold. He's playing fucking hockey. You know what I mean? This guy's an animal. I don't know. That's it. That's what I got. Fucking hockey player, Mexican hockey player. Most hockey players are white. It's because it's a sport that no one else wants to play because it's freezing balls, and we can't compete in any other fucking sports. So we're like, let's just do hockey. No one's doing it. You know what I mean? Like the Winter Olympics, almost all white guys, except the Jamaican bobsled team. Summer games, we got like one dude. He's a fucking pole vaulter, and he doesn't place. Eastern Europeans, no, we're going to see. Yeah. Oh, so Native Americans. Okay, sorry, Native Americans. This is taking a long time. Longest ripping shots ever. Native Americans, best quality is the casinos. They build casinos and hotels. Those guys got it going on. Great time. Never had a bad time at an Indian casino. You go to fucking, you know, the Hard Rock. It's a good time sometimes. It's a bad time sometimes. You go to fucking the Chippewa fucking Running Bear casino in the middle of fucking nowhere. You're gonna have a blast. There'll be they don't throw hookers out of the floor. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, you go to Vegas. Like, I was in Vegas. It's on my memories. It's World of Concrete week this week, and I was in Vegas like 2 years ago for World of Concrete. And I looked through my memories, and I had this post about like, if a girl's talking to you in a casino and security comes up and asks her to leave, she wasn't actually interested in what you were saying. That's a true story. I really thought, I was like, oh, look at this girl's interested in who I am as a person. And then they asked her to leave. I should have known by the dress, but what are you going to do? And then Native Americans' worst quality. Look, This isn't going to be easy. But it's sulking. You got to quit sulking. You got to quit making excuses, man. You know what I mean? It's 2022. Time to move on. You know? Quit, You want to get off the res, bro? Get off the fucking res. Go to college. There's financial aid out there. You know? You're fucking, I guarantee every Native American alive could go to college for free if they wanted, with grants and shit like that. So yeah, you know, hey, watch last week's episode. You want to make the world a better place? Take a look in the mirror. Take a look at yourself and make the change. I think that's how it goes. Whatever. Eastern Europeans. A lot of turmoil in the Middle East, so this is sensitive, but I don't give a fuck. Best thing their biggest attribute is vodka. You know, who doesn't love vodka? I just was trashing it last week, saying that gin's cooler, but you know, vodka's nice. So Eastern Europeans, thanks for the vodka. I just realized that I was talking super fast. Sorry, I'm stressed out. Worst thing about Eastern Europeans is techno music. Now, I don't know if they invented techno music, but I know they fucking love it. Around Thanksgiving, I went to like after the party. It's the after party. I went to a thing after the bar. We went and had some drinks at a coworker's house who lives nearby, and there was some Eastern European dudes there. And he's Bluetoothing. I don't know. He's putting his phone on the TV, and it's a techno concert. And we're just sitting here watching a techno concert that nobody gives a fuck about. And this Eastern European dude is just like bobbing his head and fist pumping, and he's like telling us about the drop that's about to happen. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm just sitting there, and it was loud as balls. And I was just like, can we put on some fucking Van Morrison? You know what I mean? Like, is this what everyone wants to fucking do? But yeah, that's my gripe with the Eastern Europeans, is their love of techno music. Tribute to Eastern Europeans. Did I do the tribute to Native Americans? I didn't. Tribute to Native Americans is all the sports teams that kept their racist Native American name. Tribute to Eastern Europeans is Ivan Drago. You know what I mean? Bad dude, obviously. And by the end of the fight, he decided that America was better than Russia because he choked his trainer and all that shit. So, you know, Ivan, he's a man who's not afraid to stand up for what he believes in. That's the best quality there is. And finally, my brethren, provided that the milkman's not my dad, is the Irish. Look, the Irish, their best quality is that they're fun, right? They're just fun. They like to fucking have fun. They like to party, like to fucking drink. You know what I mean? Worst quality, I don't know. They're short. I'm not. Hence the fucking milkman conspiracy. And you know, they drink too much, obviously. They got tempers, you know, they like to fight. But, you know, we're not a perfect people, but at least we're fun. You know, the fucking Germans, sure. Congratulations on building a thriving society. How much fun has it been, fucking nerds? You know what I mean? Nice thick rim glasses, Dieter. Cool turtleneck. You need us, we're going to be ripping fucking shots at the pub, bro. So that's how the Irish do it. With that, tribute to the greatest Irishman of all time, Patches O'Houlihan, who brought us the 5 Ds of dodgeball. And with you know, in honor of Patches, I'm going to give you the 5 Ds of drinking. Me and Will are going to do another shot. Pour this guy. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I got a better mic than I used to have. The 5 Ds of drinking. Let's put these puppies down, Will. Look at that good-looking motherfucker. I hope you can see him. So the 5 Ds of dodgeball are dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Makes perfect sense. The 5 Ds of drinking. I'm getting a little drunk. The 5 Ds of drinking are drinking, debauchery, disappointment, depression, and drinking. So, Patches, here's to you, old buddy. And, you know, I don't know. You're the fucking man. Did a shot of Jameson. I don't know if I even announced that. We did a shot of JMO for our ripping shots. Kind of did the bare minimum today in honor of the Irish. Because in my opinion, the Irish do the bare minimum, which is what makes them such a great people. We're gonna make a cocktail. Let's make the cocktail while I talk about the Irish. The cocktail today is a orange Irish mule. So it's like a Moscow mule, except fuck them Russians. We're going Irish. I hope you can't see my pit stains. I can tell that I'm a little sweaty as I lift my arm up to pour that. So you're going to use about 1.5 ounces of JMO Orange. Sorry about that big inhale I just took. You're going to fill your tin cup with ice. Now, the order is important, and if someone tells you it's not, they're wrong. It's the whiskey, then the ice. Then you're going to do about 3/4 ounce of Rose's lime juice. And then you're going to top it off with some ginger beer. This is a tasty treat. Put that fucking ginger beer in there. You're going to garnish it with a lime, even though we don't give a fuck about garnishes around here because we're men. And then we're going to toast. We're going to take a little sip. God, it's a great drink. It tastes like a fucking Orange Crush with whiskey in it. So if you don't have all the ingredients, get Orange Crush and whiskey. Probably tastes the exact same. I got to tell you, Will, this is the drunkest I've been since we started doing this. Like, listen, you watch the old shows. I got fucking hammered before I started. But now we're getting here at 7 a.m. We're setting up. You know, I put fucking liver care on my fucking Vision Quest board, so I'm trying to live a better life. But it's St. Patrick's Day tribute. I got to get a little fucking saucy. I did a shot before the show. I did 2 shots of JMO for ripping shots. Took a swig of that. I got my Michelob Ultra to stay lean and mean. And here we fucking are. The fucking Irish. Holy shit. I feel like, you know what? I say this to people sometimes and they get a little bent out of shape, but I feel like the Irish and I feel like the Irish are like I feel like the Irish and the Mexicans, Irish heritage and Mexican culture. Yeah. Have a lot in common. Look. We both love drinking. We both love fighting. Oddly enough, as much as we love fighting, we have weak military presence in the world, probably due to the drinking. Both strong in our Catholic faith, although I'm not. The best part about the Catholic faith is that you don't really have to be that strong in it to say you're a Catholic. Both, you know, family's very important. You know what I mean? I don't think there's an Irish person or a Mexican person that ever had an abortion. You know what I mean? We're just like, make those fucking babies, push them out every time. Big families. You know what I mean? Fucking nobody that's Irish or Mexican has a punch card for the abortion clinic. You know what I mean? That's Midlow exclusive. I had like I had like 20 of them, but I'm drunk now. So let's move fucking forward before I get canceled by my last sponsor, the Brolo. Let's talk about the Brolo. The Brolo is a fucking sleeveless polo for men. If you're bad at golf but look great doing it, then buy a fucking Brolo. www.brolo.me. Enter promo code HRK for a 40% fucking discount. Just check it out. Go to brolo.me and just check it out. The shirts are fucking dynamite. I'm gonna tell Gabe he's gotta make an Irish Brolo with the Irish flag or something. All right, so speaking of bare minimum, because that's what we do as Irish folks. On today's show, I want to talk a little bit about bare minimum in relationships. Like I said, normally I would have put a question out there like, what is the bare minimum that you require in a relationship? And I did. Like I couldn't make a post because I'm in jail. Like so many great Irish and Mexican of my any fucking ways. I tried to make a post, couldn't make a post because I'm in jail. So I messaged people, and I got your standard shit. You know what I mean? Someone said physical attraction. That's a great answer because physical attraction is the most honest bare minimum of all. You got to be attracted to the person. You know what I mean? Or you gotta, you know, unless you got a fucking Viagra subscription. You know what I mean? Subscription? Is that what you call it? I don't know. What do you call it when you get a prescription? Will's the smart one. Prescription. And if you're a lady, you don't need, you know, if you're a lady, I think that's why women can fake it in relationships so much because you don't need to get your vagina hard to have sex. Oh, I'm having a fucking awesome time today. So So the bare minimum, somebody said physical attraction. That's a good one. Somebody was like communication and durka and whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, communication is bare minimum. Sure. You know, someone said just don't cheat on me. I mean, that's pretty good bare minimum. You know what I mean? Trying to think. I can't remember the rest of them, but here's my fucking point. If you're a man, the bare minimum, and I am not fucking joking, is bang me every now and then and leave me alone. When I say leave me alone, I don't mean stay away from me. You know what I mean? For all intents and purposes, she's my best friend. You know what I mean? We hang out all the time. She's who I spend all my time with. She's great lady. When I say leave me alone, what I mean is don't bitch at me, right? Like, don't bitch at me. And that's all men really want. We want to be banged. We want to be not bitched at. We don't need to talk to you about our feelings because there's no faster way to make a woman not attracted to you than to talk to her about your feelings. So we'll bury all that down deep. You know, we'll let it out in the car sometime when you're not around. Have a good car cry. But so leave us alone and bang us. That's it. That's what we need as men. Let me tell you about women. For women, the bare minimum is whatever you are currently not doing. And that's fucking it. Nobody moves the goal line more than a fucking woman. When me and Ashley first met, when you first meet a guy, when you're a lady, no matter what, if you're attracted to him, it's all of his things you don't like. You're just like, oh, it's cute. It's who he is. You know what I mean? I was a fucking degenerate. I still am, mostly. But when Ashley first met me, she just chalked all that shit up to, that's just Ryan being Ryan. You know what I mean? And then basically what they do is they find the thing that makes them the most mad and they try to fix that first. First, they give you a pass for a couple months. And then they find the thing that makes them the most mad and they bitch at you about that until you change that. And you change that. You do it. You're like, okay, babe, you're worth it. I'm in this thing with you. Let's do it. You change that thing. And then they pick the next thing. And then they pick the next thing. I've got friends that have been married for 25 years. These dudes legit just go to work, come home and fucking drive their kids places. You know what I mean? Do whatever the fuck, do date night, trying as hard as any man has ever tried to bang someone, trying to bang their wives. You think you work hard at getting ass as a fucking 21-year-old single guy? Let me tell you, no one tries harder than a fucking 45-year-old married guy. You know what I mean? That poor motherfucker has like 3 days a year that he gets to have sex. He's like, Valentine's Day, if I play it just right, I might fuck my wife. Yes. You know what I mean? That's why these old couples have kids. Every now and then the girl's like, fine, you can bang me. And the guy's so excited to bang, he blows in 15 seconds and there's a baby. But I'm digressing. Point is, women always change the bare minimum. The bare minimum is always changing. You can tell I'm getting drunk because I'm saying rude things a lot today. This is the most offensive podcast I've done since before you came around. You know what I mean? I'm really pissing a lot of people off today. But anyways, so usually I like to end with a lesson. So women, you listen to this, you know that you do it. It's never enough. A man's only as good as the last thing he did, right? We're only as good as the last thing we did. If I just took the garbage out, I will get a kiss on the cheek. But if I, come home 35 minutes later than I say I'm gonna, then, I'm not the best. And you could be the best for 3 months in a row. You could be a dude who's got a 3-month dad/husband of the year streak going. And then you fuck up a little bit. And when I say fuck up, I don't mean you bang the fucking maid. I mean, you forget something or whatever. And then you're in the doghouse for like 3 days. So, it started out as a bare minimum thing. Now I'm kind of just bitching about women. This podcast feels like an old podcast. This is like old school, old HRK. I better cut this shit out quick before I fucking have to sleep in my truck again. So let's make this last call for alcohol. I'm going to slam the drink this time like I used to do in the old days. Here we go.
Let's call for alcohol.
It took a little longer than it usually does because I'm trying to live a better life now. It's like it's like when you watch a movie about it. Never mind. I'm going to say something that's not going to be funny. Whatever. So to sum things up, no matter who you are, be proud of your heritage. Be proud of all your good qualities and embrace your bad qualities. You know, nobody's perfect. I'm Irish and I like to fight and drink. What are you going to do? If anyone ever leaves you $100 on the bar and you think God wants you to return that $100 to the person, keep in mind that God might be the one that arranged for you to have that $100. So, you know, and then finally, March 21st, Monday, a week from right now, which whatever, come see me at fucking Mugshots Bar and Grill at 8 p.m. We got a great group of comedians coming out. And happy St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. This is old HRK signing off, saying go fuck yourself and go fuck your mother.
Thanks for listening to The Perfect Drink. Remember, you can always hear me first on Be Positive Radio every Monday at 1 p.m. If you miss me there, all episodes are available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you might listen to your podcasts. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tell a friend.
I got super fucked up.
If you're interested in being a guest on the show or you just want to tell me how much you like me, feel free to send me an email at hrkpresents@gmail.com
HRK.
or just slide into my DMs
Like your mom does.
See you
Boom.
next time.